Hey, good morning. It's Sunday morning for me, and I was just in the shower and I got to thinking about how I move business forward. Like, what really is my superpower? And it's super, super simple. If you want to get a bigger client, you want to get a promotion, you want to get asked out on that date. I mean, that one maybe is, well, actually, it works too. But it all comes down to building a relationship. All those procurement classes and techniques and tools, and this is how to cost a bill of material, and this is how to do a landed cost, and here's some negotiation tactics, and this is how a purchase order actually works, and these are T's and C's on a contract. All of that is irrelevant. It doesn't matter. What matters is, can I pick up the phone and have a conversation with you? Do I know who you are? Not what the business is, but who the person is sitting on the other side of that table. It doesn't matter if you are in sales, if you are in procurement, if you are a business owner, if you are doing anything where you have to interact with another human, you have to have a relationship there. Unless it's one-off transactional, even then, wouldn't it be nice to just be nice in that one-off transactional and make us be better humans to each other? But really, to move business forward, what is it at the end of the day? It really truly is building that relationship. So are you being intentional about building relationships? So I know I'm getting ready to go out next week on a supplier visit, doing kind of a whirlwind tour. My boss is coming over from Europe, and so we're going to go hit up a couple of suppliers. And I had an entire agenda on track of what I want to discuss with my supplier. Well, a couple of other colleagues from cross-functionally are also coming with us, and that made me have to rethink my entire agenda. And at first I was kind of like, really? I had this whole plan. I was going in, there's all these things I want to discuss with the owner. And then I was like, I don't want them there. Like, there's just certain things I don't want to talk about with other cross-functional people in the room, right? There's an openness and an honestness that I have with my business owner that I want to protect. I know we can each be more vulnerable when it's a smaller group. So I know with a larger group there's just going to be certain things on my agenda that I'm not going to get into. And so I started thinking about it. And then today it hit me and I'm like, that's right. Some of the people that are coming with us have had so-so relationship with one of these suppliers, I'll say. And what I thought about was, I personally have some so-so with these internal relationships. And so I'm like, this is my opportunity to be intentional, practice what I preach. I continue to tell my team, be intentional, set time up, find that person or people that are causing some friction and set up a walk and talk with them, set up a coffee time with them, do something, be intentional about taking that relationship out of the function and into a relationship with the people. And here I was kind of not taking my own advice and not practicing what I preached. So I'm going into next week with a completely different mindset of, yes, I need to have certain conversations with my supplier. And I know I will pull the owner aside and him and I will have some of our little banter, and I will just let him know that some of the things I wanted to discuss in person, I'll catch base via phone later, right? And he'll understand. We have a good trusting relationship like that. That's taken years to build. I'm open and transparent with him as much as I can be. He recognizes that at all times I have my company's hat on, and I recognize at all times he has his hat on. But, here's the thing. By me having a relationship with him, and by me helping him help his business succeed, helps me and my business succeed. So there is something to be said about being open and transparent between your supply base. And I know sometimes we like to hold a lot back. And yes, there is a time and place where you do have to hold certain things back. And I'm never going to say breach ethics or divulge confidential information or be unethical, because no, be ethical, be above board, don't share anything that you shouldn't. But there is a way to still be open and transparent and honest with your suppliers and tell them what's going on. They're going to be the first ones to help you. They know it's in their best interest to help you with your pain point to stay a supplier. I know it's in my best interest to help them as a manufacturer and as a co-man to do better, because it means my product and my business is better. So it's this whole thing. And it all comes down to having that relationship and being able to have those conversations. So are you taking the time? Are you being intentional about your relationships? Or are you still being transactional? Are you still treating your suppliers like, I can dispose of you? Remember, if you want to build a really resilient supply base, you need to have people on the other side that you trust and that they're going to give you the good, the bad, the ugly, right? Because you need that. The only way you can be successful is if you are prepared. And by having a good relationship, they're going to make sure you're prepared. So, are you being intentional? How can you be more intentional? Let me know in the comments. What do you think? Are relationships as big of a deal as I think they are? I don't see how you can be strategic minded and not raise up your relationships. Let me know in the comments. Are you being intentional? Let's get. Thanks, guys. Bye.